The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith...
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes, I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat, and though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the for as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The last owl I received, if you go...
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the Third Chair first, shall we?
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken, in fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would sure...
What say you, Joshua?
What else? Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But... Ready, girl?
Faster! Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Austin. There it is.
For House Rossfield. Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Come on. Yeah! Come on. Run like the wind.
Have care.
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide? Looks like we found him. Too slow. If Mid needs another, she can come and get it herself.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light.
You're really going to go through with this then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue.
If it's within my power to help you.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The Hideaway.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. A damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in...
What?
Every last one of the bastards.
Bandit. We need... Ferda, well...
Yeah.
Clive, tell... And... You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a... What do you want?
To pass on an import. There's been an ether flood. The camp with the so-called they're no longer just... You need to begin preparing for a...
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this?
Lubor, perhaps? The man you may believe.
But why would he
Some twisted. If he had not been a great honor for one, he might...
Lord Underhill. Lubor can...
You may not trust... If they're not... You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Sid.
I went to warn Conrad. They've convinced them a bloody fool, which means that I can't. You only. I appreciate.
Sit.
Victor.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come.
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You who should run!
Run, Bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far, far away!
Run!
Just go on, Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on!
Just go.
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain. The ether flood occurred near the place had been until the League of now they're all.
They are mindless monsters with the both con all
As you wish.
Natalie, and tell them as long I would make a little less.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Good. That will keep some of them out. Any man sighting an Akashic is to raise the alarm immediately.
There it is. The flood. But what's waiting for us inside? Leave a single one alive. The League is I should get back.
All the Akashic seems that...
Last of them.
Lubo?
Clyde!
It's done.
I
Thank
Fred and Vic.
But we...
So,
You do
we do. It is a stain on our
I see. But
name.
firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your... If the Town Guard and the Merchants League... Unity is the key. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together.
Of course.
And secondly, you will accept that if the mistreatment of bearers must end here, and any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same right, they will not be judged by what they are.
As we failed to do...
We agree to your conditions.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Not so long ago I had... And here.
Lubo.
Fear... I was... Oh,
I don't know.
Connor.
Thank the Fount the Griffin is slain then.
And the Heartstone clay.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. Thank you, my lord. Your father would be...
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. If you would excuse me, The armbands are prey. Take them. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even... And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only
Only if we stood together. As Phoenix and Shield. As brothers in arms. Only then.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task, but this was more than just... It was a promise. That he would...
Thank you for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So...
Because I was the keeper of the deep love he had. In the days I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the...
And thank the Fount.
Yet my duty and so he informed me.
Lady Goditha.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord, for coming.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Crag? Let him see that you have received his blessing.
I suppose it would be churlish. What do you say, Clive?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined. Since the day we recovered it, I prithee claim it. And I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, sir. Come on, Clive.
Quentin.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask. Go on, then. You'd have me convince the chiefs and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie.
I know it's a lot to ask.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, the people of Lostwing are my family. And you'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are only we, or why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any
So you'll join us? Field Marshal Havel will want to speak. I can arrange...
That I hear?
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape. Come on. Time to fight. girl. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here. It's locked. I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors. Conditioning. Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry. So many letters. Where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed. I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman. Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a cache. I need to hurry. no guards.
None manning the gates. It's a different story inside, though. If Chadwick was being held here...
Don't give up hope just yet. Let me check the ground floor.
Then I'll search the upper level.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough. Locked up tight. So this place... Time to fight.
Farewell.
Minimal loss of what even the Imperials take. They were feeding. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No luck downstairs.
I know. I've been reading some bearers die every day in service of them, pitting bearers against a wild beast, and not just those who could fight, and those who wouldn't.
I'm afraid it means...
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors. Finish up here.
All right.
Let's see what we can find down here. A survivor. And she sounds close. There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other...
Some of the guards, they're still here. But everyone else...
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming.
Ready when you are. You poor thing. What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he?
Chadwick.
Was that?
We have to get out.
Doris.
All right.
We have to run.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
over.
Finally.
Cid.
I'm fine. What is it?
A diary. He was here.
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last.
Chadwick.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice.
No. I'll see that she's...
From what I hear, you've...
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far I thank the flames.
I know. I'm sorry we weren't...
There's no need to apologize. How he fought. That's the man I remember.
I wish I could have met. I liked it.
Of course. You always was for so after.
But even he...
Hide and off.
Thank...
I hear that you...
I did.
If the...
The registry was all I found. There was no...
Well then, I'd like to know...
See,
I'm all...
nothing.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen us.
A Sanctfordian, dear. Anything else?
Uncle, the field... Rutherford is... They will await you.
One other.
Lord Havel, he asked if...
One.
Master Quinton.
Another. Just a good thing.
I'm glad.
The more...
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve up, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage...
Oh, don't you? The 7 high houses. They have all agreed to make the most... Oh, of course it did. But luckily I...
From who?
Why, you, my boy.
It was more of a handful.
Well... The old battle axe, she had a shipload of talents delivered to my private, and when the other houses saw the parsimonious... Now, join us there,
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not that is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a bat. My soldiers actually need their rations. They'll be dead even before you've sent them.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of... Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who but I'm too such for Rutherford's...
Us?
I can't stand...
Clive,
And what kind...
criminal? You are... Shall we be what we seek here? We wish, and there will, if the fate lie, but the...
Uncle...
Now, for what? Well, my boy.
That it is.
This is the role we shall play out. The realm need...
I will.
What do you think that thing is?
There's something about it.
You should have seen... Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back.
Yes. Welcome back. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help, but from what I hear...
No. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we asked?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the... All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is...
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, and this time he was found wanting. After all.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made. But a scout's nose is different, and by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now.
Fine.
I'll do. I'll show you.
Daft as a brat. Just like someone else would. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him. About time the curse breakers took some...
Good nerd.
Just don't tell Gav I said so.
Forgive me, Sid.
But that's why we need men like... Remember that.
I will...